We're continuing now our coverage of the Chicago school fire that stunned the world. 65 years ago today, the fire at Our Lady of the Angels took the lives of 92 children and 3 nuns.
Last night we heard from some of those survivors. Tonight, WGN's Jackie Bang looks at the lasting impact of the tragedy.
On December 1st, 1958, 200 firefighters from across the city rushed to Our Lady of the Angels School. Despite all their efforts, they were fighting a losing battle. The inferno had won.
I remember the priest praying for the children, and I thought, this isn't good.
Less than 2 months prior, this document shows Our Lady of the Angels had passed its fire inspection. But the school had been grandfathered in with fire codes from 1949.
We were one of the rooms that had fire on 2 sides.
At 11, Lucy Mordini escaped by falling out of her classroom window 25 feet below. She was hospitalized for 24 days with burns to her arm and back. This was the Pulitzer Prize-winning photo that encapsulated the horrific event. Firefighter Richard Scheit carrying the body of John Michael Jakowski. Not long after the fire, the work began to prevent this from ever happening again. Sweeping changes in the fire codes were enforced in schools throughout the U.S., including automatic sprinklers, fire-resistant building materials like concrete instead of wood, fire doors on every level, and accessible fire alarms on every floor. It wasn't just the codes that had a lasting impact. For a handful of survivors, it was a call to public service.
I always wanted to help people, that's for sure. I just always had this need to help people.
Student Beth Troca was only 7 years old. She escaped the fire unharmed, but she never forgot the images of firefighters carrying lifeless young bodies from the school. Beth became a Chicago police sergeant, retiring after 32 years.
Once I became a police officer, I met a lot of former students from Our Lady of the Angels. I worked with a lot of men, not women, but a lot of men who had been there.
Firefighters ride the back here.
Steve Dumovich was one of several OLA survivors who chose firefighting as a career.
That was one of those defining moments of your life when things change.
Dumovich spent 24 years with the Mount Prospect Fire Department and 6 more as Wilmette's fire chief.
In connection with the school fire, you know, I felt I had kind of a debt to repay.
And for the family of James Raymond, the janitor, initially blamed for the fire, then later hailed as a hero, his name lived on in a scholarship. For 5 years, the James Raymond Scholarship was awarded to children of Chicago firefighters. Son Thomas and granddaughter Debbie, a Norwich trustee, were involved.
It was really good to be able to get together. It would be like a reunion that we would have these things and you would get this money and have a purpose for it. It was a good purpose to have for it.
When that was named after him, it almost felt like, okay, that's one way of honoring the good that he did do.
Among the recipients, 32-year-old Scott Thiel, who became a Naperville firefighter paramedic.
I'm definitely deeply appreciative of the Raymond family. I mean, the impact that it has had on me is crazy. I probably wouldn't be in Naperville now, or possibly not even a firefighter. Who knows? If it wasn't for that scholarship and getting my degree.
Ron Sarno lost a brother and a sister to the fire. Much of his adult years were mired in drugs and alcohol, but he overcame his demons and has mentored others struggling with addictions.
Raised a couple great kids, great children. They're adult children now. I have 3 grandchildren. I'm retired now. I had a successful furniture business, and I'm 75 years old now, and I'm reasonably happy.
Overcoming an unimaginable loss and trauma, survivors of Our Lady of the Angels fire share an unbreakable bond of friendship and healing. Old friends and new connected forever to that fateful December day 65 years ago.
There was a settlement between the families and the Chicago Archdiocese, but some of the survivors believe more should be done. They've suggested everything from a formal apology from the Archdiocese to a plaque along the Chicago River, commemorating the victims. So far, none has materialized. In the meantime, an anniversary mass is set for this Sunday at Our Lady of the Angels Church. Jackie Bang, WGN News.
And you can find details about that mass as well as part 1 of Jackie's coverage on our website, WGNTV.com.